Okay. So that's no good. You can tell there used to be a breaker in that box, and they must have bypassed it. I haven't seen it yet. I just crawled straight from outside in here after looking at the pressures. They were fine. A little low maybe according to the chart. So I crawled in here to make sure the strip heat was working. Strip heat was pulling 60 amps, 15 kWs in here, which is a little bit overkill for this small house. It's a 2-ton unit, so 15 kWs is very overkill. And I'm just, wait, no. He went upstairs to flip the breaker off so we can diagnose further. That is no bueno. No bueno indeed. The complaint was that she couldn't get it to heat above 60 in her house. Man, that is something that could have been easily missed. The only reason I saw it was when he had the flashlight pointing over at it. I can see the smoke. Oh, you can see the smoke right there at the top. I saw what I thought it might have been dust kicking up, but it was smoke. Yeah, we're pulling 60 amps in here. So what I'm going to do when it gets the power shut off is I'm going to just unplug one leg of power, just even before I start diagnosing, because this system really does not need a 15 kW strip heat. 10 will be just fine. And I haven't checked out this wiring too good to see. Let's see, what gauge is that wire? It's, what does that look like? 6 gauge, 8 gauge? I hope you can find the breaker soon, because I'm starting to smell it and only see the smoke. Yeah, that's 8 gauge. So,
breaker? Or what is it?
I guess this is the old breaker they took out of there for some reason. Best I can figure out. Oh man. Definitely smell the burntness.
Was the strip bits working?
Oh yeah, look at that wire nut melted off. Yeah, strip bit's working, but I never drawn 60 amps.
Yeah, I smell it kind of funny when the strip. I said, yeah, your strip bits usually do that one.
Yeah, that right there is just.
What the heck?
It's because it got so hot, it just deteriorated. Probably what first happened was this connection in here went bad, because this is copper to aluminum. It was probably dissimilar, just guessing here.
Does she need that?
Oh, she needs something here for sure. She,
You think we need to just put a breaker in there?
Yeah, is this, I figure out what in the world. Oh, okay, I see. At some point, the breaker is burned up though too. Cause you can see that. You see that, Shannon?
Yeah.
That must be the breaker, because that's all burned up. She needs a whole new disconnect box.
Yeah.
Do we have one?
I don't know. I'll go check.
Yeah, if you'll check, we'll just go ahead and swap out this disconnect. She doesn't really need a breaker down here, because she's got the right size breaker upstairs. Yep. Anyway, that right there is my best guess, because that's a copper to aluminum connection. I think it just corroded from being two dissimilar metals, and then that connection got weak. Then it turned into a resistance heater, and then it just deteriorated these wires further. But I believe we've got we might have a disconnect box in there. If we don't have a disconnect box, we can strip this back to where it's good, and then get it. But yeah, another little fire hazard here. Normally though, when this happens, it just melts the wires.
Unknown caller.
I'm going to take these wires off and show the homeowner. Yeah, it's pretty fresh. Back to there we go. Yeah, you can see that little action. You could see that glowing through this little, through the hole in the grommet right there. But dude, I'm gonna move this disconnect when I put it in. There is no reason for it to be over here. I don't know if you can tell, but okay, so there's the crawl space door over there. And I gotta crawl in underneath this blame ductwork to even get to the unit over there on that side. Then crawl under there. And the unit's faces that way, so I gotta go over there. And this is where the disconnect is. And both of the wires are coming from that direction. So I'm going to, when I put the new one in, put it where you can daggum get to it when you're servicing the unit. I think I hear a lot of water leak. Oh, there is a leak. It's over here. You better tell her about that. That's going to hurt her power bill something fierce. I'm gonna try not to get my camera wet, but I'm gonna crawl over there and I'm gonna try not to get my camera wet, but I'm gonna try to crawl over there and see what exactly is leaking. Oh, it looks like it must have froze and busted. Yeah, it's just like a hole spewing out of the elbow up there. So,
Isaiah,
yeah.
I took most everything out the back seat and looked in that black container, and I didn't see one.
Okay.
I know we had one, but we used it.
Man, I wish we had some plumbing pipe because she got a pretty bad water leaking down here, and it's just an elbow. If we had the glue, we could just.
I was gonna say we got an elbow, but we ain't got no glue.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, this has been leaking for a while, probably since it got real cold. So.
Probably busted.
Yeah, we can get some glue when we'll probably just prepare it for when we get the
breaker.
Yeah, as long as there's a shut off. Well, we can shut off at the meter if nothing else. So
Yeah, we just have to tell her that we
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell her. But she don't want to wait for it. She could get a plumber, but
yeah.
or if she's got a son or something, they can come over here. So I don't think we'll be back today. But no
breaker. I took everything out the black box, the plastic container, and I about ripped almost half the stuff off the back seat.
Then could you grab the just one blue wire nut?
Blue wire nut?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna wire nut this joker together for tonight.
Okay.
We're not plumbers by any means, but it's just an elbow. It needs to be chopped out and replaced. If I had to go on the truck, I'd just go ahead and do it now. But I don't, so might be able to just get that forward. Fix problems she didn't even know she had. Happy customers. It's always good to have happy customers. I'm gonna go ahead and tell her she got the leak. Alright. A little bit of a tight squeeze for somebody of my stature.
Let me know and I'll go back in and switch it. Turn it back on for you.
Okay.
Make sure.
Alright, we got that back in order. Gonna put this plate back on it. We are not going to be like the last heating airman or electrician ever came back out here and just not repair that. We're going to come back out here and put a disconnect in here and move it to where it can actually be used instead of this little creepy little hidey hole that it's in now. And
You Do I need to flicker on?
No, I'm gonna unwire some of this strip heat because it's got way too much. Okay. That's probably one of the reasons it's burned up. It's because that aluminum wire doesn't look like it's big enough to handle all this heat. So I'm going to take a third of it off. See what I mean? I gotta crawl underneath this ductwork just to get over here. And that disconnect box is over there, which I guess I can reach from here. But I had to turn myself around and all sorts. So hopefully I'll have enough wire and I'll be able to just place it right here or something, somewhere close where I can work on this. If something goes wrong, just whoosh, pull it out or something. But I'll have to mount it pretty high because I don't want this to be a hazard bump in your head. So we're just gonna plain and simply remove one of these wires on the strip heat, which will remove, should be the last stage is the one I want to remove. Should be the bottom one on the shortest. Should be the bottom one on the shortest sequencer. So here, my big old fat hand in here without disconnecting a ton of other wires. Be gentle, because these old sequencers will pop apart. I've had that happen. Alright, disconnect from there, disconnect from there. Now, I'm gonna leave that wire in there just in case it's needed in the future for something other than what they were using it for. Put it in the corner. All right, Shannon, can you turn on the heat pump? I was just going to say there shouldn't be a delay because it's an old-timey thermostat. One of them analog mercury stats. Mercustat. I can get this twisted over here where we can see it. Oh, I heard a click. Yep. There we go. Now we got 41 amps. Which is still fine. Let's see. I'm gonna do some quick math. But I don't have everything memorized, I'll be honest. It might be embarrassing for me to have to tell you what size strip heat a 2-ton heat pump has, but I don't have everything memorized here. I'll probably get this formula wrong. So a 10 kW strip heat has 34,000 BTU. So what if I put a 7.5 kW strip heat in here? And then multiply that by. So really, I just need an 8 kW strip heat in here. Man, that relay's making a racket too. Double pole, double throw relays. Good forward, just go ahead and replace that. I stopped. Good as new. But yep. Now we're pulling 40 amps through that. Looked like 6-gauge aluminum, and I'm pretty sure, I don't remember offhand, but 6-gauge aluminum can't handle 60 amps. Might be able to handle 40 amps, but it obviously didn't handle 60 because it looked like they've had made that repair in the past because it burned up the breaker, and I have to come out now and replace. I say repair, but wiring it together, turn it into a junction box really. Now, good old Carrier. We done a lot of work on Carrier this week. Had one Carrier that was 30 years old. This one's not that. This indoor unit might be close to it, but I know the outdoor unit's a 2012 R22 model. All right, so we're back in action. Well, we're gonna replace this little elbow up here. It was leaking on the poor lady. But Shannon's going to go over there and replace the disconnect box, and we are going to try to navigate this mud hole. Go ahead and take the rest of the insulation down. There ain't no reason fighting it. Oh, man. Ouch. I wonder how long I should wait to put pressure on this store and use. Oh no. Let's get out of here. Alright, so there is another leak in this system right here where they'd used a nail to kind of strap up that copper line. You have two dissimilar metals there creating corrosion, and it's not even corrosion, it looks like it would have just vibrated into the nail and caused that leak, but there is a leak there. We're not going to fix that. Oh, look at that. I accidentally found a light. The camera got snagged on the string. Well, that's useful. Oh, no, is that blinding you, Shannon? Or is that good? No. All right. So yeah, we're not plumbers, so we're going to suggest you call a plumber for that one. That one's a little bit above the free work mark right there. She probably has several, the way this thing is looking and hung up with nails, she probably has several places like that throughout here.